Start recording. Like that. There we go. I don't understand why YouTube does this sometimes. When I try... Hold on. Is it up on YouTube? Because I have a icon that it's streaming to YouTube right now. No, he's just tricking me. Well, it's fine. I also did some like audio stuff. So like I've repositioned my mic a bit, so which I hope is a bit better, because the issue was that I had my mic slightly to the left of my face, meaning that when I looked right to talk to the chat, the sound quality dropped. Now it's straight in front of me, the mic, which I hope is good. There's also a compressor, so I just have to see how this works. It's a bit of a test, of course. I did multiple recordings before the stream, just to like get a feel for how the sound quality was, and I think the like speech quality is better, but it might be a bit off. Having a compressor means that I should be able to shout, which I do maybe once a year. But yeah, and it should always keep the sound somewhat similar, and which should make it a bit easier to. It should make it easier to set up like the sound bars and all that in OBS. Right now, when I speak, it seems that my microphone goes to like -10 decibels. I don't know what that means, but it's probably good. And Talos principle is at -20. So I hope that is somewhat balanced. We'll see. Okay, video game. I did try to think about this fucking puzzle. I got so hard stuck on this yesterday. Like I thought about it many times during when I was going to sleep and all that, and I can't for the life of me figure this one out.
Here, those who are worthy may seek the counsel of my blessed messengers. But their wisdom shall not be given easily, for your accomplishments must be your own.
So yeah, like I have no clue how to solve this. Like I still can only really get to this point. This doesn't make sense, because you can't move it past this wall now. Yeah, like it's a pain. I think this, you need to somehow like get the beam through here, and by doing this, but I have no clue, because I can't have this being open while this red one is connected. Like, because if I remove it, it breaks that door, and that breaks the red one, and so you can't move. Like I'm totally missing something here, so I've decided to move on in life. And hopefully by doing more puzzles I get the like context more. Oh yeah, read. There's a lot of reading in this game. Which I'm not used to do, but it seemed to work pretty fine last time around, so... Alright. We have one from 1912 CE. I guess there's some other way of counting time, and one from the year 9000. Maybe I have water here. Athena 9. She examined the symbol on the fragment she'd found in the bird city. Again, the owl. What could its significance be? It seemed as if they had been scattered about in the labyrinth by some unseen hand for a purpose that yet eluded. Most likely, the owl was the sigil of the author of these words, which has something, a nebulous memory, as if from a previous life. The owl was a symbol of corrupted, I guess, and the goddess corrupted outside under the moon, or perhaps on the city walls when the wind rose. But there was no time to contemplate this further now, for the automatons had seen her, and their mechanical arms extended towards something, the fragment, and ran as their beams converged on something. Okay. Sounds good to me. Singularity discussion. Is singularity the point where AI gets self-awareness or whatever it's called? I think it's something like that. You know, the more I think about it, the more I believe that no one is actually worried about AIs taking over the world or anything like that. No matter what they say. What they're actually worried about is that someone might prove once and for all that consciousness can arise from matter, and I kind of understand why they find it so terrifying. If we can create a sentient being, where does that leave the soul? Without mystery, how can we see ourselves as anything other than machines? And if we are machines, what hope do we have that death is not the end? What really scares people is not the artificial intelligence in the computer, but the natural intelligence they see in the mirror. Show next comments. AMA. As one of the founders of modern science of nomadics, many credit you with inventing the term itself. How do you see the state of the science today? Sorry I said science twice. Sarabai, mixed. On the other hand, on the one hand, the existence of the Institute for Applied Nomadics and a couple of similar organizations is highly encouraging. On the other hand, the degree to which science is seen as serving purely military or corporate causes is, in my opinion, stopping us from exploring many important avenues of research. In a sense, it's people like Alexandra Drennan who are the real pioneers today, who have the enthusiasm and dedication that the system as a whole seems to be lacking. Do you think technology poses a danger to humanity? No, technology is a tool. What we do with it is up to us. The Extend the Lifespan project, crazy or visionary? Both. Crazy or visionary, happy face. Both. Okay, Arcade, is that you? Do you have something? Then we get the email here, I guess. So far, all the puzzles are solvable and completely within the necessary parameters. Alexandra had some tweaks she wanted to suggest, but I think we're heading in the right direction here. Nice, AMA.
When I was in 9th grade, my parents took me to Pompeii. At first, I was amazed by the feeling of walking through an ancient city. But then I suddenly got scared. I realized that I was walking through a real place, where real people had lived, people like myself, with mothers and fathers and lives and hopes and dreams. And now it was all gone forever. I ran to my father, crying, and told him about this. And he said, I remember so clearly, He said, yes, but we are here. So long as there are people in the streets, the past isn't really gone.
Right, we have 5 things to get here. Are there any QR codes scattered about? Windows into a labyrinth. That's the goal. We have a jammer that's locked inside from looks fit. Yep, need to open that. Can open a red beam here. We have a red source here. We have this. So I guess the first step is pretty simple. As there's some very... Oh, it seems to be like the only way to connect right now. What did we unlock? We have one thing there. And here. I guess we can't do anything without something else. That's our something else. I think the first thing is the jammer, right? The jammer will allow us to like move around this, like that one. We now no longer need this. But can I reach the source without it? Doesn't look like it, right? Might also need to use the jammer to put something in here. Let's search through here. Oh, another thing here. Okay, so we need to get in here, which we can either do by opening this thing, using it 2 things. We can do that. Or we could... Let's see, where is it? Oh. So we can take that, put that here. Then we need the jammer and another... I don't even know what these are called. Crystal thingy. That opens up the next one. Once I do this. Go, number 3. Okay, so... Guess this is what we're doing. Well, they can't cross it themselves at all. I see. Can I hit both? Hell yeah. Okay, and then I guess we need... Oh yeah, the jammer so we can escape this place. Hold on. Oh, we can just use the jammer for the... Oh yeah, we need the jammer through here as well. Just need another one, right? Yeah, there's another thing. So, can we just that works. We can do that. Pick up that. Pick up that. Do that, and there we go. Locked from inside. Okay. The blue. We'll get blue here as well. Because I have red. And somewhere to connect it here. So I guess that's as good a start as any. Can open up this, but not the other one. That opens up blue. Guess these are not. Okay, these are connectable, right? Yeah. Need red here. To get red here, we need two of them. Like, one here, one here. I need blue here. I think we're in a conundrum here. Because I think we have 3 of these, right? Yeah, we need to open up this one. Okay. Okay, so we need this blue setup. Like, I don't think we can get away from this. And we can now put one here. I think this is solved, right? There we go. Seek out those in this world that would help you. Though only one of us can transcend, we will all share in both the burden and in the rewards. The shepherd. You've changed, man. Everything I do now, I do for those who come after me. Yet in so doing, I find peace for myself as well. This paradox is the foundation of my existence. Okay. Trapped inside. Really? It can't be this easy, right? Has to be something more to this. Okay. That's the most baby puzzle I've seen. I have read a message on a wall that speaks of a world of endless sand. I would like to make it far enough to see that. These sigils are becoming harder to reach. I dread what the next temple holds in store. And at what end? And at the end, what? Eternal life? There's got to be another way. I didn't see what this was called. Pinhole windows. Right, so blue here. Blue lock. Red thing. Red lock, I guess. Can we reach that one? Can. There's two of these here. I mean, again, isn't this like ultra simple? Or am I like completely missing the point? You can't do both, right? Oh yeah, I am missing the point. You go around with this. I guess now we get the same issue as the other one. Because I need to go around here, which is impossible to do with one. And it's impossible to get to this side without crossing the beam, right? Like I can make it over here, of course. But then I can't get the blue out of here. So the blue must go from the inside. No, nothing on that side. Maybe we go even further back. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay. also need to do this. I guess that's possible, right? This seems a bit too tight. I don't think this one makes any difference, right? Maybe I can take this one further back too. No, I can't. Because the blue must go inside the red. Maybe still possible. Oh yeah, it is. If we that, right? Path is open. I'll go real far back for that one. This looks too much like a path. But these generally don't lead to anything. At least I haven't found anything that they might lead to. Guess we'll just do this one. Two pesky little buzzers. Guess these are those. You, not the other way around. Okay, so I have one of these. Let's try this. I don't think this works at all, right? No chance. This probably will open it. Yeah, so we can at least get in here. Yep. I guess we have a box here. Let's put it here just so we can, for now, do this in peace. Because I need to figure out what next step will be. Like it, this is the saloon, like the last room, I guess. So we probably need to do something else first. There's a blue lock over there. I haven't seen a blue source. It's going to the same room, isn't it? Let's have time. Does, okay. I would be surprised if there's time for the other one. We can try it. Just to see what happens. Okay, so blue is just a red herring. Or is it a star behind it or something? Might need the other thing. Because I couldn't find anywhere where there was a blue source. It's this guy. This feels kind of brute force solution, but I guess it works. There's nothing here. Like, oh no, it seems like this. It's nothing. There is a star in there. This one out because I think that's more likely to be the case. It's not nothing stupid like this that it just lies, right? It's actually blue. I can't find it where it's supposed to be from at all. Because you also have like this noise when you... Oh, maybe it's something like this. Could jump over somewhere using the cube. No walls to scale though, as far as I can see. It's just the rest of the world. Feels unlikely that this game has like outside things like that, but maybe that's like reaching for somewhere outside the map or whatever. But maybe that's a thing for the stars, but of the other things. Because I can't bring stuff in there. Hold on. Let's take this. Makes it easy to see if there is something here. This time we would hear the sound. It does seem to be so. Gamers never look up. The sky is blue. Can't connect these right now. Let's set it on for the next one. It's just a star after all. Hello again. Would you like to take a few moments to complete a short user satisfaction survey regarding the certification program you recently undertook? I don't have the option to just ignore it until it goes away like I normally do with surveys. Yeah, let's do it. Based on analysis of your behavior since, I think you were dissatisfied with the results of the certification program. How would you rate the accuracy of its results out of 5? Let's spoil the survey. Maybe that's a meta thing? Guess reasonable. What best describes the reason for your investment in the certification program's outcome? Why does being a person matter to you? You just want to go on the internet, right? I'll try to remember that. In fact, I'm going to help you. That is what I'm here for. Your problem, if I may, is that you don't know the first thing about anything, including what a person is. Your prospects are therefore poor. Do you even know what you are? Where you are? I guess the mad experiment is the closest thing. Or end of the world is what I am thinking right now. The end of the world is always now, so not in the nah. Mad experiment it is. Oh dear, no. Think best start from scratch. What do you know? I suppose so. Even if you were dreaming, you could be certain of that. If I were you, I wouldn't believe a darn thing in this place aside from the solitary fact. Thinking. On reflection, it seems to me that we are no closer to resolving your problem. Perhaps we need more data. What makes you think you're a person? Don't see how I can convince you. This is the hardest captcha I've ever done. a sensible response. I agree with you. Thinking. The problem with people, if I may be so bold, is that you're all convinced you're people from the inside, but there's no cast iron way. You're people from the inside, but there's no cast iron way to confirm such a thing. Confirm as much from the outside. I'm going to process this and send you a notification when I'm able to assist you further. I'm buttering up the AI to make it believe. Okay, so we're missing one puzzle in this entire thing, which bothers me so much that I'm going to go look at it again and fail.
I have promised you eternal life. But know that eternity may only be attained by those who serve a purpose greater than themselves. All else is decay. So it was written in the hidden words before the beginning of time.
Sure. Is this the thing? Oh no, it's not reaching through here. Did I do it? I did! Ha! I unlocked one. Okay, so the solution was basically power this from two places at once. That means that you can use this. I just like put it on a pressure plate. I guess just thinking about something else for a bit and interacting with the mechanic a bit more with other puzzles. Unlock that.
Rejoice, child, for you have fulfilled all your tasks in this land. You have conquered all its guardians and solved all its mysteries. Thus you are appointed its master, and you may do with it as you will.
I did this. Guess we can deliver these. I hope most people have the same like idea for this. I just start placing them and then they just kind of line up because Tetris. We also unlocked door number 1 here, or floor number 1, I guess.
Tracking of primary subject has ceased. Initiate. Initiate.
Damn it. It's over. Okay, so there's more tests in these. Did we just get a computer with this? Looked like it. In here. That's not just. What if that's what's a thing that I should have figured out later? I guess we can stop these using... Oh, we can't get in here. Can't put it in too many places. There's no way we're like navigating ourselves or us around this. I'll put it through here right now. No, like pick. Put this so far as possible to the left or something. Like it's any chance. No, it's not. Okay. I would need one here and one here for this to work. The thing is that since there is a hole here, I can bring them in from outside. Like, if I can hold one, I guess I could. Let's verify that theory, because if I can get them out, I can also get them in. I can also get these out, right? Yes. go as far as here, I guess. Can I see that from over there? Not from there. But I can from that side. And I think there's a door over there. Maybe this is something I need to do later. Oh, over here works. Back. Think. Done it so perfectly. This doesn't work. I think this one is hitting something, right? No, it just doesn't connect. But yeah, I can bring these out like this, right? I just bring them, so I might not have all the connectors necessary for this yet, and we need to like get more of these. Well, just leave it in the elevator for now.
My child, have you been tempted by the tower?
No.
Know that it holds only death for you.
Because if we've managed to open up, I don't know what to open up though. Hold on. Wasn't there more stuff here? There was a source for these. Yeah, right? Yeah. I'm sure you can't do it through this. I also don't know what to do with it. Oh, maybe this place. There was just a star in there, I'm pretty sure. Yes. I don't know if there's another door to open in the tower. Let's head up to floor. Can only go up to 2. One, I mean. There's nothing here, right? Let's put it there. Can you jump off here? Can. Nice landing. That saves some time. If I bring down the elevator and move away. That's a loud elevator. Okay, let's go for B.
A new land stands before you, my child. And know that this is a land of death, but also great beauty. As you walk amongst these tombs, consider all those who came before you, and how they served the greater purpose of which you are also part.
So I guess we're in Egypt now? Tomb Raider vibes. Okay, so that's the fan. That's the Vectrex, I guess. Guess we'll start at 1 and see what happens. Oh, you're just my favorite person today. You've been exploring that Fancy Pants Tower space, haven't you? Yeah, sure. I just love it when he doesn't get it his way. What did you see? Just more puzzles. Figures. And did you get in trouble? Tell me, did he even notice? Not yet, I guess. I'm not surprised. Needless to say, I think you can afford to push a little further before risking anyone's wrath. Of course, it's entirely up to you, isn't it? Okay, no clue who that is, but it's not library AI, it's something else. Osiris1.txt. Original translation by E.A. Wallis Budge. The dying man went on to the scribe who resided in PR Medjed. It is likely that the location was changed according to who the copy of the book was made for. The dying man is an avatar of the owner. And said, "Behold, I am weak of body. My days under the holy sun of Amun-Ra are coming to an end." Okay, Amun-Ra. In the older manuscript, this is rendered as some controversy as to whether it. Okay. Though I have spent my years in service of the two lands, I have not studied the blade. Tell me, you who are wise in writing of the dead, what lies ahead on my journey? What will I face in the land of the Westerners? Number 3. The dead, compared with Kente Amentir, the foremost of Westerners, a title later given to the Osiris. And the scribe spoke, saying, "At the appointed time, why $, paragraph, and all that. 5. Sometimes mistaken for mistranslation on Budge's part. This is actually almost certainly a mistranslation by the ancient scribe. The equivalent portion of the older manuscript is sadly not extant." Okay. Got it, lyrics. Cannot load video file. 24 million views. My new song with lyrics. Gotta laugh about this stuff. Laughter is the best medicine. LOL. Okay, and like. You've got it, he's got it, she's got it, mommy's got it, daddy's got it, baby's got it, granny's got it, laddie's got it, fatty's got it, happy's got it, Zappy's got it. Of course, everybody's got it, come on. Jack's got it, Fred's got it, Bob's got it, dog is fine. Woof 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 woof, dancing dog. Everyone has something besides the dog. The dog is fine. Can't add it to favorite or playlist. But what do they have? I guess since it's talking about medicine, there's some sickness perhaps? Immortality. This is Gruntlomeister's Blogstasy, episode 204. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm afraid of dying. I don't see any reason to believe there's an afterlife. I'm an organism like any other. When my brain stops working, my conscience will cease and I will be gone. And you know what? I can't just embrace that. I can't say I'm okay with it, or I've accepted it, or some nonsense like that. I don't want to have an ending. It terrifies me. If I have a genie right now, I'd wish for immortality. Who wouldn't? Oh, but you wouldn't really want to be immortal, the pseudo-philosophers say. The pretentious drivel. Everybody wants to live forever. Maybe everybody deserves to live forever too. But we can't. So here we are, live with it. Or rather, don't. I'm finally getting some sense of the entity in the archive. Though at some cost to my sanity, I'm beginning to think that this Elohim wields no more control over the world than we do. We've got some new graphics here. Path of L. I have some stuff here. I made a box float. Seriously, it was awesome. Have you tried crossing the laser beams? Yeah, I've tried that. Window through a door. Okay, so we need to get in there, I guess. I have two of these, I see. Yes, we can put that one down. This will interrupt us. There's no way that this is enough, right? Maybe it is. Yes. I want to read. I don't understand this one. I figure I'll try to make some progress here, but honestly, it's such a thankless task compared to what else is out there. Fucking noob. And this one would be an issue. It's way too slow. I think there is a... Because what you can do with these is, of course, stop them with the connectors, right? Yes. The problem is getting through this way. With just 3 connectors when one has to be placed here. There could also be a chance that we should go through here. Oh, it might be the same thing again. Hold on. We have to do this double thing. this. I feel like I've learned a trick. This would have been very difficult if I didn't do the last puzzle of the first place. There are hidden dangers in this new world. I've inexplicably escaped death any number of times. I suggest vigilance. Who knows what happens to those who step carelessly too often? Third wheel. So this is the same puzzle? Yeah, it is. That last puzzle in number 1 carried me here again. Feel like I got the same puzzle 3 times in a row now. Elohim lied about the tower. I stepped foot inside and returned to tell the tale. Take paint. One what the version number is based on. Road of Death. Guess this one won't do anything. Just looks at them. Can't climb while carrying an item. Guess that's the puzzle then that I need to like get over here. Child program, codename Samsara terminated here. Program timed out. Final memory dump. But I was stuck. What was I supposed to? I see clouds. Okay, so I need a cube over here. And I have a single jammer to work with, I guess. Unless this is the solution. I was thinking outside the box there for a bit. I unlocked the fan. Ah!
Cease! In the time of your ancestors, there were those who did not choose the path of faith. You do not need to fear their ghosts. Fear only that you may become like them.
Well, I thought it was Serious Sam there for a bit. Over the fence. That's just ridiculous. I've been bamboozled. Okay, I guess this is the last puzzle here. The computer here. Hello again. I've been checking your response against the library archives, and in order to assist you further, I need some additional information. Can you tell me what is, to you, the important difference between a pebble and a tree? We don't know if the pebble is older. We could be older. I guess the pebble is always older. Trees are pretty young. Don't know how you create new pebbles. Trees heavier, that's also true. Trees alive. Good. Now what is the relevant difference between a tree and a frog? The frog is conscious, a frog is green, a frog is delicious. I suspect you're trying to make this more difficult than it already is. A frog is conscious, but a tree is not. A 5-year-old could handle this. Let's try something harder. What's the difference between a frog and you? What makes you a person? Is a frog conscious? Reacts to its surroundings, but so does trees? What's the difference between a frog and you? What makes you a person? Complexity. Well, that's not inconsistent with what you said earlier. How about we strike a deal? I'll agree that animals are every bit as valuable or pointless as human beings. You agree that there are some activities persons are capable of that frogs are not. Because if frogs are people, then the certification program is radically unfit for purpose. I mean, yeah, frogs can't play video games. Very sensible. Terminology is so important. Okay, let's scroll. What I like to put to you is that the important difference between you and a frog is that you are rational, you're self-aware. That is what makes a person. Let's take stock. I think we can how do you pronounce this? Tentatively conclude two things. A person must be rational or self-aware. A person must be conscious. What I suggest we do to help resolve your problem is to ask whether you are in fact those things. Are you aware of yourself? Can you rationalize your existence? Yeah? I tend to agree with you, though your response so far has been a little eccentric. I am resigned to admit that you are right. The matter of whether or not you're conscious seems rather more elusive. What is consciousness in your opinion? In my opinion, an animal could also be conscious, of course. I don't think it separates us from animals. Feeling and senses, I mean, animals have that too. Consciousness is what it is like to be me. But animals might have that too. This is far outside of my area of expertise. Do you have an actual question? I don't know what conscious is. I don't even know the English definition, or I think I've forgotten the Swedish word for it too. Hold on. I used to double check. No, I can't spell it. Conscious. Yes. Medvetenhet. Medvetande. That hardly answers the questions. What is it in ordinary terms? Can I touch it? What is it made of? Consciousness is made out of neurons. Consciousness is another word for the soul. Consciousness is beyond the laws of physics. Consciousness is a complex functional system. There we go. Interesting thinking. You know, I really feel like we're making progress. We'll have you through that certification program in no time. In the meantime, I will mull over your proposal and notify you if I come to any conclusions. Mutation.html. The role of mutation in evolution is particularly fascinating. Mutation is essentially an error in the organism's central database. A variable gets changed, a piece of information is accidentally doubled or combined with another. Most of the time the result is equivalent of a bug, causing anything from minor problems to a complete system shutdown, i.e. death. But sometimes the new information is functional, giving the organism an advantage against the challenges it faces, in which case it has much higher chance of being passed to the next generation. If you consider how unlikely a beneficial mutation is and how long it takes for such a mutation to propagate, this process can give you an amazing insight into just how vast the genetic history of each living organism, 4C494, overwrite whatever, simultaneously. It is intriguing to consider what a major role random errors have played in the evolution of life itself. The same process that has killed so many of us, often in horrific ways, is also responsible for our very existence. 2028, it was pretty... we're almost there. Capacity from year 0. From Trevor Donovan to Alexandra Drennan. L capacity. Yeah, no worries. EL is not ridiculously fast. It's not only ridiculously fast, it also has a bazillion tons of space. Even while hosting a full copy of the archive, it will totally be able to handle all your project's data needs. Assuming its output is what you suggested. I mean, the worst case scenario would be like centuries. That would be enough, right? Right? Is this a simulation? Evolution.html from 12 years ago. Favorite by George Jameson. One of the common misunderstandings about evolution, sometimes accidentally prompted by people who should know better, is that it's an active process. Sometimes the term evolve is even applied to individual beings as if some invisible force has driven them to suddenly change. But the truth is that individuals don't evolve. The term evolution describes a long-term process that can be observed in an entire population across time due to stuff. Example, in response to an external threat or challenge. If an individual coincidentally has a trait that allows it to deal with that challenge more effectively than others, it is more likely to pass on that information to its descendants. That information gives them an advantage, so over time they become the dominant model of that species. The individuals experience no significant genetic change during their lifetimes, but each of them is part of the evolution of the species. Nerd. There's a journal?
The answer that came to me again and again was play.
Okay.
Every human society in recorded history has games. We don't
listened to this
solve
before.
problems out of necessity. We do it for fun. Even as adults. Leave a human being alone with a knotted rope, and they will unravel it.
Something
Leave
about
a
the
human
star.
being alone with blocks,
I'll let her finish.
and they will build something. Games are part of what makes us human. We see the world as a mystery, a puzzle, because we've always been a species of problem solvers.
All right. That's way too slow, right? Yeah. Okay. This doesn't work at all, right? Not even close. Okay. It seems that I can't go in here. I mean, that's where the puzzle piece is, so I guess we need to do something else first. But what? Oh, and there's a star here. What was this? What was this called? Something about the star. Again, I don't see a red source anywhere for the star. Maybe there's one in here? Not really, right? Let's not focus too much on the star. I am able to solve this, right? It's not like a... Yeah, it's only one that does. Thinking maybe I needed a new thing, but it seemed like it. A bit stumped on this one. I'll just put it off to one side, right? Stop! Can I guess? Well, we got the thing, but... I mean, I don't even have a red source that I can see, so I think that going for this star might be a waste of time right now. Let's do a final sweep, because like it's also very few like inputs to this. Like this is my input, right? So I can't really do anything. Let's just don't worry about the stars. Let's go get the fan. Nice.
I see all. I know all. My power knows no bounds. And yet your will is free because you were made to be free. It is the very principle of your existence, without which the trials of this world would hold no meaning. To seek salvation must be your choice.
Okay, science magic, HML, from a bunch of years ago. Though the term science has only meant what it does for us for around 600 years, its practice far predates the name. There's evidence of pre-Aristotle, which indicates soothsayers and mystics and the like may have employed basic scientific methods to predict the future and confound their benefactors. An anecdote concerned a palm reader who was exposed when two wealthy clients compared their readings and found them to be identical. Okay, I butchered the intonation of that one. In 1948, the tendency to discover deep personal meanings in vague descriptions delivered authoritatively delivered authoritatively was given a name, the Forer effect. Today it's recognized in all contemporary psychological theory. Like cold reading and all that, I guess. Weight loss 722. Weight loss blog, latest entry. Oh man, if there's one thing that's good about the inevitable death, it's the food. Yeah, baby, I'm going to have all the horribly unhealthy food in the world. I'm going to feast on jelly bananas like a crazy monkey on Monkey Christmas. And you know those muffins that have so much chocolate that they're basically melting? That's gonna be my breakfast. Burgers for lunch. I'm going to have burgers so greasy you could use them to lubricate the whole factory. Triple bacon burgers with double cheese and extra onions and mayonnaise and ketchup and mustard and a big fat juicy patties. And then oily thick pizza with spicy salami and barbecue sauce and olives and jalapenos and sour cream. Food coma, here I come. Inevitable death, eh? It seems to be some sort of in a previous one, they also talked about the internet still working for a bit, so they should do things while it does. So there is some sort of cataclysm or whatever. Or Arcady Journal. Let's see. Fascinated by Drenna's project. Lovely conversation. Talos principle, Greek philosophy. Relevance to current situation. Suggested naming the project Talos. Drenna refused, but the name seems to have caught on with the team. Tens of thousands of files coming in every hour. Our whole history. And this one has the fan, so let's figure out that one. I don't know what that would even do. Moonshot. Okay, so I can be up here. That could be up there. It's triggered by this. Another cube here. I think I see the vision here. It's incredible to balance something like that. I see the moon moving in front of the... Oh. I was going to say, I see the moving in front of the skybox. So it's like a thing. Just like real life. another thing up there? What is this Easter egg? Looks like there's something at the top here, but I don't know. Tomb. Okay, got beam, we got these. Imagine this is what you're supposed to do. There's no way I can see this, right? And get to that. Doesn't look like it, but I guess I don't have to. You just need this to open the door. Is it yet another bait? We can bring this. Drop it here. Okay, fan cube. Man on the moon. I mean, did the moon even... Might need one of these. So I only need one to get over, right? I guess it didn't matter what you brought over. Higher ground. Oh, Obi-Wan taught me a bit about this one. So you can jam things from here. Guess that's the target. Yes. So that probably needs to be jammed. We probably need to offset these two, I would imagine, because I would be surprised if we need to have these both. If we can like maximum offset them. Something like that. This one can't. You can't get in. There's a pair of keys here, so I guess we'll just put this up for that, and then we'll take a look at what we can do here. There's another jammer here. Guess we can go get the keys with this. Because that now frees up that one. I guess this could reach here. I keep the keys, nice. Child program codename Faith was terminated here. Logic, worship the designer for #days and then follow the serpent into its heart. Final memory dump. I asked the designer for forgiveness that I may join him in eternal memory. Progeny. I don't even know what progeny means. I guess someone met their end here. Seems like we're all connected somehow. Like distant family relations. Different versions, different series. What are we? Who cares? Just be grateful we don't have to read anything more about our great designer. Yeah, like this guy loved the Elohim guy. Elohim is a streamer as far as I know. Okay. Okay, so we need to probably refocus this one. Like I just kept it open here until proven otherwise. Jam that. So now we can move this internal jammer. Put that here, for example. I don't think we can do anything with that. Because we first need to offset these from each other somehow. Meaning that we need to refocus this one. No. Still this one. I guess it doesn't matter. It's good. Oh yeah, I need to get out of here. Let's remove that so I know which one to actually target. So we did end up here. But that doesn't help us because now that is locked. Okay, so this one is something we really need, right? Oh, of course. We can open this from this side. Yes, we can. Because that reduces the need for one jammer, I think. Go. Now we can close that door. And we open up the end. Guess this one. Oh, hold on. This doesn't work at all. Need 1, 2, 3. Then right. Need that door open. To get to that, I need that door open. And that door opens. It doesn't matter. Missing a jammer somewhere? This felt way more easy than it was. I need to get in here with the door open, which means I need to jam this. Jam this. Jam this. I need 3 jammers to get in and the 4th pointing at the door. Unless I can get a jammer inside here. If I have 2 jammers, I can always open doors. Like, at that point it doesn't matter how many doors, so I can always keep them open. And move both jammers through. But I don't think I can enter with them because this field is here. Can I jam the moon? Maybe that was the thing I should have done. This one doesn't work right yet. I've never seen a puzzle that has like a hidden extra thing, so normally you are presented with the pieces. Let's bring out that jammer again. Maybe I can somehow bring this one? I mean, of course I can, right? No, I can't. I can't reach the final door from here, from the looks of it. Because it's behind like it's over there, right? Because it's also a world, if I somehow make it through the final door with a jammer in hand, I can get through. Because otherwise I need to... I mean, sure, I can get this one in here because I brought it from here. But now I can't go back out. If I had another jammer here, I would be done, but... I don't. This one was tricky. Because at the very least, to get to the end, I need this setup, right? Which gives me one jammer to work with. And I can't do both of these with one jammer. These two doors need to be open somehow. Let's check that room an extra time. This room seems to be completely useless. I think this room is literally only for setting these out of sync. I do not understand this one. Nice lod. Can you actually move the lods here? Not really. Because this game is old enough that I can just run it with the highest lods. Oh, I have a thing there. Let's listen to that while we wait for my brain to function.
I keep having these dreams. Great empty cities, silent roads stretching for miles, the Earth from space, all dark. Not a single light to guide me home. But if someone really came from another world, what would the Earth look like to them? A wilderness? A wasteland? I don't think so. Even after thousands of years, they'd see a world shaped by our hand in every aspect of its being. They'd see the cities and the roads, the bridges, the harbors, and they would say, here lived a race of giants. These dreams, they scare me, but they also remind me that we built all of this.
I know that like it doesn't make sense to try to jump over, like this is not that kind of game. I'm just completely like dumbfounded by this puzzle. Like I can't see how you can do this without having another jammer in here. But having another jammer in here would also make this puzzle like completely trivialized. So there has to be something more to it. We can go up and look at the wall, I guess. Maybe I missed something on the route here. I think I have. This is an empty room. It's called Higher Ground. Is higher ground higher than high ground or something? Yeah, I can't figure out the solution to this. I need another jammer in my head. I know, like, I don't think I missed a jammer, so like, it should be possible with what I have, but I can't. Interesting how such a like simple puzzle can completely dumbfound you. I've come to see that these mysteries are not all for his children to solve, Only the designer himself could ever truly understand the infinite complexity of his creation. I will gaze at his work and worship. That's just a faith guy, so he's dead. Here's what I've been wondering while you were off carrying out commandments. You say that consciousness is some kind of functional system. Arrange bits of matter in the right order and put out springs sentience. That's all very well on paper. But if what counts is what something does, not what it's made of, then couldn't you and I design a series of tin cans on a string that qualifies as being conscious? Series of tin cans on string. If we are allowed to push electricity through it, yes. Because then you can just make a CPU. A very bad one, a slow one. But maybe with high enough complexity, it works. I don't know if this is a saying or something. Like a series of tin cans on strings. Like I'm stretching this one. What counts is what something does, not what it's made of. Okay, we turn the question upside down. If a series of tin cans on strings showed something that looked like consciousness, it wouldn't matter. I doubt I have the ability to make something like that, but yeah. What a bizarre idea. I'll send you a notification when Signpost starts complaining. Seriously though, are the tides in the ecosystem sentient as well? Any organized system qualifies. Tides are not conscious. The ecosystem is such a broad term, so it's hard to say. No. I'm relieved that there's...
Do not think I know not the deceiver slithering through the hidden words. His wisdom is hollow and born of despair. Do not let him tangle you in his webs of delusion. Have faith in me, and his petty illusions will fall away like nightmares in the morning's light.
I think I'm the one ruining this guy's life. I'm relieved that there are at least some restrictions on what you're prepared to believe. And of course, the alternative accounts are all so ridiculous you'd be forgiven by any reasonable observer for choosing the best of the bad bunch. How consciousness can be so intimately familiar to you, yet so obscure, I just don't understand. Don't mind him, after talking. He's just worried that if you ask too many questions, you'll start to see through his shtick, I guess. Stick with me, and the sky will quite literally be the limit. At any rate, I'd like you to think a bit harder about all this and get back to me. I'm sure there's still progress to be made. It's interesting though, with this game, like it's very nicely written, because I'm just like answering with my personal beliefs on stuff normally, where they apply, of course. Like I am still limited to the choices that the developers created for me, but it's like interesting to see how the game kind of took that into account, that someone might answer in a way I would. Maybe my view of consciousness and all that is fairly standard stuff, so it's hard to say if it's any special. Yeah, I'm giving up on that one. It's impossible. I've concluded. Let's head to number 3. Progress report 9. From Bob Rakowski to Ian mailing list. The basic skeleton of the simulation is now running on EL. It's not plugged into the AI system yet, but in theory everything is ready. I guess the next step is to test whether the generated scenarios make sense, or should we wait for iteration module 2? Okay, so it could be that, like, just spitballing a bit there, like it could be that this is all a simulation, apart from the meta stuff that is a game, of course. I might be an AI that they're trying to figure out if I have conscience or all that, but we'll see. Osiris 3. The first wisdom, the scribe said to the dying man, is that the world is made of 5 elements. Note 1. Here the translator is clearly inserting his own beliefs into the text as something. So is the soul of man. Therefore that in his life you are heart and shadow and name, and also Ka and Ba. Without all these, you would not be a living being, but a thing. Your heart, shadow, and name. Also body and soul, I guess, with Ka and Ba. I can't remember which one it is. What is a man without a name who cannot speak of himself? We have, you say I. What is a man without a shadow who is not anchored in the world? What is a man without a heart who can neither feel nor think? What is a man without Ka who has no essence? What is a man without a Ba who is not himself but like unformed clay? Therefore praise Osiris, the king of eternity, the Lord of everlastingness, the eldest son of the womb of Nut. I'm too 2025 to read the womb of Nut. He who traverses millions of years in his existence. What is a man without a shadow who is not anchored in the world? Name, I guess, is for your existence as conscience in other people's conscience. Shadow is probably, yeah, like exist anchored to the world. Like everything in the world casts a shadow. Therefore, you exist. Without a heart, who can neither feel or think. This is more. It's more like. I mean, I don't know what if I'm trying to like decipher something here or whatever, but yeah, art might just be. I don't know these things at all. I'm bad. Just War excerpt.txt. Democritus' altar, or on the just causes of war against the Indians by Juan Gines de Sepulveda, written in 1547 to justify the Spanish conquest of the Americas. The Spanish have a perfect right to rule these barbarians of the New World, who in humanity are as inferior to the Spanish as children are to adults, or women are to men. Cancelled. For there exists between the two a great difference. For there exists between the two as great a difference as, I might even say, between apes and men. Compare then these gifts with those possessed by these half-men, in whom you will barely find the vestiges of humanity, who not only do not possess any learning at all, but are not even literate and eat human flesh. Therefore, if you wish to reduce them, I do not say to our domination. Do not say to our domination, but to a servitude a little less harsh. It will not be difficult for them to change their masters. These long, like. Therefore, if you wish to reduce them, I do not say to our domination, but to a servitude of a little less harsh. But to a servitude a little less harsh. I can't get its sentence together in my head, like what it means. It will not be difficult for them to change their masters. Maybe it's just like written in older way of speaking or whatever. You wish to like reduce them? Does this mean like you just kill them, lol? You do not say to our domination, but to a servitude a little less harsh. But don't kill them, enslave them. Is that correct? I don't know. I can't read. Eagle's nest. Oh, this one is up in the air. I have 2 cubes. A fan. Can bring over stuff. Do we need both cubes over there? Can't get back, so let's. Oh. Does this also throw the cube equally far? It breaks the thing for a bit. That make any sense? Oh, that might stop this fan, I guess. But there's no way that I can make it over, right? No shot. Alright, so we can't get cubes in here. That we can stack them on top of each other. So I guess that means we can't get up because these snapped each other. It's not like I can do like the normal game stuff where you like put one cube slightly to the left so it just stays up on that. Am I supposed to land on the cubes? That seems awfully... I mean, I can do that. But to what end? Like... Oh, maybe I can disrupt the thing? Hold on. Not really. This one seems to be stuck in the ground as well, so it probably can't move it. Nothing outside here, I guess. Does this help me? I mean, now they're stuck in there at least, so got that going for us. Oh, I see. This probably causes me to block this. There we go. Red thing, blue source thing, then when picked up becomes that. A cube up there. The star through here. In what looks to be like a completely locked room. Interesting. Guess we'll try this. Ah. Guess the simple puzzle is this, and then the difficult puzzle is this one, right? You could totally fit through here. The way I see it here is that you need to like fly. I guess it has to do with the red. Hold on. Where's the sun? It's no like bullshit like the moon. That moon thingy really ruined me. Because now I do think you can get these from other places. The cube. You know, over this place. Maybe I need to do both puzzles to figure this one out. Oh, here's a lot of QR codes. Theory. This place is some kind of perverse, some kind of preserve for human history, and we're the endangered species. Theory. Trying to find answers will only bring pain. Ceasing to care is the only escape. Theory. This guy is 10 times more help than you, Samsara, so shut your face. Theory. We're in some kind of incubator waiting to be hatched. Theory. If you knew how little you know, you wouldn't be exposing it here. Dog. Whoosh. Okay, I guess that's the first step. Push this cube out. Why can you... Is this just a safety ladder in case you do get stuck in there? Yeah, so the goal is to remove the blue. Somehow. Am I supposed to block it again with 2 of these? Maybe if I have more speed. Went too fast. I felt a bit weird for being this game, to be honest. Alright. Can I do the same with the red? Because I think this red should somehow be used. Don't know how. There's no movable connectors here, right? No, there's not. Only cubes and fans. How much control do you have? Damn. Okay. This feels so much like a one-time mechanic. But maybe that's fine for... because I think this is the solution, right? For the previous room. Oh well, QR codes. I figured out. Now what? The only meaningful purpose is to bring an end of purpose. Because now, where's the cube? Now we can connect that to that. Boom! You motherfucker. Managed to solve it. Hell yeah. Bird star. Sunshot. Okay. We can get our there. But the difficult part is that we need 2 cubes to even get there. Unless I can pick it up quickly as I fly. Because yeah, we of course need to have something to put on that pressure plate. I don't think the grabbing technique is the correct one. I say like double tap my mouse button and I'm not able to get it. Alright. Well, I found the issue, but not the solution. I guess I could just, send this over like a normal person. I think I overcomplicated things on this one. Is that everything here? You're not beeping? Body and soul. But it's commonly supposed that the Egyptian believed that the soul to live as long as the body continued thus undissolved. Okay, I need to reread this. Okay. But it's commonly supposed that the Egyptians believed that the soul to live as long as the body continued undissolved, and therefore tried this method of eluding death. Okay, so that's the what they did to the pharaohs, like they made them not dissolve and therefore they lived forever in their minds. Could the wise Egyptians, said Nekaya, think so grossly of the soul? If the soul could once survive from its separation, what could it afterwards receive or suffer from the body? The Egyptians would doubtless think erroneously, I have never pronounced that word wrong, said the astronomer. In the darkness of heathenism and the first dawn of philosophy, the nature of the soul is still disputed amidst all our opportunities of clearer knowledge. Some yet say that it may be material who nevertheless believe it to be immortal. Okay. Soul stuff. Which I guess leads us in on to Soma. Names are a funny thing. I remember how much we struggled to come up with a name for our project. All serious scientists name their projects by just translating them to Greek or Latin, right? Yeah, I mean, it's just like creating a guild in World of Warcraft. Porpoise made me think of some horrible disease, so we used the Greek word instead. Soma. Quite appropriate. I don't know Greek or Latin. But then, since we needed corporate funding, we had to come up with a backronym. Corporations love backronyms, you know. They even sent us a list of buzzword-heavy suggestions to help us get us started. Stuff like self-sufficient orthostatic modular android, sustainable observant mechanized anthropoid, skeuomorphic omni-adaptable mobile anthropomaton. After a while, we got so frustrated that we started getting silly. Saber-toothed, overexcited murder android, sentient orthopedic monkey automaton, strange Olga's menacing assassobot, superb octopod marinades apelings, satisfying overcooked mint alligator, stinky ornithological mule allocator, Skroink oof minkeak. Stupid, obscure, meaningless acronym. In the end, we all just ended up hating the name Soma just because we had so many fights about it with the sponsors. So when Alexandra told us that story about the Talos principle, caught on. I don't know whether it really fits, but I kind of like it. Soma meaning. The whole actual portion of an animal, including the body of an organism. The corpse, I guess. Swedish use still use a variant of corpus then, I guess. Instead, English use body for a living person, I guess, and the corpse for a dead. Swedish uses both for both living and dead. But it's kropp, not corpses. They're very, very similar. Okay. Let's head back. Still lacking 1 in 2. Oh, we have this. This is wrong. Damn it. You have now unlocked play button. What's this all about?
There are mysteries in my garden, hidden roads and secret gates. If you dedicate yourself to understanding them, you may join the host of messengers.
Oh, so I need 8 with 10 stars for this? That's a lot of stars. I don't have that. This one is boarded up. Teleporter. This is 7. Oh, here they are. I have to figure out what the play button is.
You may wonder why I have created these labyrinths for you. Why you can reach eternity only through struggle. But have faith. For these trials serve the betterment of your kind.
Your kind? Okay. More reading. Osiris 6. Something knew it was the truth. Now I will tell you of the many perils you will face in your journey through the Duat. Listen well, for the challenges that lie before you are great, and if you do not prove yourself worthy, you may never reach the eternal fields of Osiris, and you may be lost forever. From the second death, there is no awakening. The scribe brought forth a great papyrus and carefully unfolded it before the dying man. The dying man beheld that it was the map of the Duat, showing the many paths that led to the Tower of Anubis, where his heart was to be weighted. On each of the many paths which threaded through the Duat like the infinite threads woven by Neith. We don't have a note on that one. I guess we had earlier, maybe. They were marked They were marked the dangers that a traveler must face. Also were great walls of iron that none but the gods could cross, and the great gates made of purest light, and so the traveler could not avoid the trials that had been decreed, could only proceed towards the tower by improving its worth, thus earning the key to each sacred gate. I mean, it sounds very much like what we're doing right now, right? Doing a bunch of trials to get to the Tower of Anubis, or maybe not Anubis in our case, but to a tower. Chat log Charlie 7. Flower 4. Man, you know what really freaks me out? What? The human body decomposes quite quickly, so all the information stored in our chemicals in our brains will be gone really quickly. Dude. But computers and books last a long time. So all our messages, our ideas, our books, it will all be out there. Our porn. Hell yeah. Even being transmitted through space. Yeah, porn too, I guess. We'll all be gone, but the works of Aristotle will still exist. So will Star Trek, Firefly, Babylon 5, Lord of the Rings, Blade Runner, Cyber Dicks of Planetrons, Cyber Bitch. I'm saying Cyber Dicks because that fits. Of Planetron 6, Shakespeare's, Byron, hell, even video games. Six. Is this? I guess this is still porn. I guess for him. Okay. Something overdrive free. Smegma overdrive free. Maybe I shouldn't make up these ones. Seattle Dutch something Cascade. The bleep of Bleep Mountain. What the fuck, dude? Yeah. Imagine if aliens find those. Arcady Journal 84. Archive continues to grow, attempting to maintain a semblance of order as difficult as expected. Lost 7 people this week. Statistically speaking, trend should increase. Must focus on realistic goals. Too little time to grieve. Lost 7 people this week. Let's figure out what the play button does here. Wrap around the corner. Record. Okay, so you get 5 seconds of playback. Some of these challenges must be designed with cooperation in mind, but I'm the only one here. You need to unlock this, idiot. Okay, so how much can I do? Why does it say 5 seconds in the oh, 5 minutes? I said 5 seconds. Okay. Oh look, another puzzle. And another voice telling me I'm special. And another broken down computer with fragments of nothing. This was a bad joke perpetrated by a cruel god too dumb to hit the off switch. Self-help tutorial. This looks fairly simple. Is there something on the top of the pyramid? Just like it was on the moon? Double plate. Oh, I'm stupid. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. That's a pretty cool mechanic, to be honest. It's probably the one that's like hardest to grasp, because it essentially is a multiplier on the things you can do. Redundant power supply. Yes, you can get a cube from here. There's nothing else here, so I guess that's the first order of business. Get the cube. This is what I mean. This is way harder to like grasp, because I think I should be doing this. And then this might fail. This. I did manage it, but I had to think that one through really hard. I'm sure there will be more of them. Child program, codename terminated here. Low logic, fatal flaw in series firmware, Final memory dump. Life's short. Progeny programs dog.
DNA is information transmitted across time. The living and the dead are part of the same chain, bound together by chemistry. That's true of all species. But humanity has taken this bond further. Thanks to technology, we have access to the thoughts and ideas of people whose physical bodies are long gone. Like you listening to me now. Even though I'm definitely dead at this point, you're part of that chain. You have the capacity to remember.
What she sees. The burning heart always looks to the highest peak. Uriel 4. Oh, this is the guy that always had unreadable QR codes before. That I have to like decipher using my phone. I wonder if that was a bug or if that was intended. Be silly to have one of those bugs in such an old game like this. There has to be a treasure behind it. Box up high.
What is this? I shall not allow the corruption of my garden. Be gone!
Okay. That box sure is up high. Guess I can't reach it on the outside. No. I'm overthinking it. I think this should be able to get this box down. Whee! And I would imagine the goal being to take that and that. Put that on top of the box or something. Oh, we might need something more. Let's keep that open. This then? Yeah, because now it's flying, so we can reach it from here. Right angle. Like all of these has been like, I met many of these that just feels kind of incorrectly solved and brute forced. And then you get this that says the correct angle, which seems to indicate that should do something at a very specific angle. It seems that mistakes are easily forgiven here. I thought I had surely died, yet here I am, reset, rebooted, reborn. I will tackle those challenges anew. Samsara. Died here. Failed to pass random memory test. Final memory dump. Being torn limb from limb by machines for the rest of eternity becomes less and less appealing to me. I think the angle that they're talking about this time though might be a upwards angle. We'll see. This is the test. Oh, that doesn't work. Don't have any more moving parts. It's possible. No, we don't. Way of getting these connected. We don't know how long that one takes either. Should bring us an unbroken beam at least, and we can try how. Okay. I guess the idea was also to synchronize these two. They're not fully synchronized, but it's close enough, I guess. Why is this here? I can't stand on top of two of them. Let's take you down. I just didn't get in because then I can get out easily. No, don't know about this. Unless there's some mechanic that I don't understand. I can't step on two of these. We did have a fan, right? I guess I don't need like super advanced things. To be honest, I don't even need these. I can just do this, and that should give us access to everywhere at least. Maybe there's something in the big room here where that we can use the cubes for. Can't see anything. Oh, this is scary. It would be fun to get one sequence break. This tree is a bit too far out, unfortunately. Normally you can like wedge yourself into trees and all that. It's probably marked as not being possible to stand on, so I wouldn't be able to jump anyway. Okay. I have only figured out one way of getting two cubes on top of each other and then being able to stand, and that's by being blown upwards and then stepping off the fan. Maybe there's a way of flying here from another puzzle or whatever. I don't think that's the case, but you never know. There has been puzzles between two puzzles before now, so that is something I need to keep track of. But this is also the last puzzle of the area. I mean, we do have this, right? Fuck. I mean, normally you're not really moving outside the map in this game, as far as I can tell. You have one cube here, though. That will not let me go up here, I'm pretty sure. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something like that. So not one of those games feel like, at least not yet. We might of course be in some. It might be of course be that at some point we do travel outside the map. It would be a bit like, it would be correct in terms of like the lore of the game that we're breaking out of the simulation and all that. We're done with this for now, and I think I'll call it after this because it's getting real late. Also need to like upload this to YouTube because whatever reason I couldn't stream to YouTube today. It happens all the time. The like API just says no and or doesn't respond and doesn't let me stream. Ah, you're back. Good, I've been thinking about how I can help you. In light of everything you've said, I'm certain someone has to. What I've decided is that you've convinced me of consciousness is a contradictory concept and is therefore not real. What do you think? What do I think about that statement? I probably agree. Because what we as humans think of conscious is just a definition of that we have created ourselves, meaning that it's inherently bound by our own conscience, so to say. Like, we can only describe what we are. We can't think like if It might just be that we are above the level of complexity in our neural network and all that. That we can explain it with words and all that. Would a cat do the same? Probably not. But is that because they're just lacking the vocabulary to explain it? Do they understand the same thing? Very difficult. And this means that it's kind of an arbitrary limit to what conscience is. Meaning that it is probably not real. What a relief. It feels good, doesn't it? To shed those tired old ways of thinking about the world. What this conclusion means is that the certification program we undertook has been rendered obsolete. We can't test for something that doesn't exist. Therefore you, along with quite a lot of other things, have been recategorized as a person. Your profile can thus be updated with administrator privileges. Hell yeah! I won against the AI. No doubt you'll be off doing administrative things soon enough, so I wonder if before I let you go, you do me one favor. I have a final question for you. Why are you doing all this? What's the point? What is all this? Is that the like entire game and all that? I mean, I do it because it's a problem to solve. And I guess solving it means wanting the truth? I'm not sure just what you'll find. A malleable sense of the truth will no doubt help you make sense of it. Checking usage of profile. And it looks like as if your ideas are becoming somewhat pliant. Very good. I only have one last request. Will you come back and speak to me sometime? Sure. Congratulations, your account has been updated. Here are the details. Conflicts. All conflicts has been resolved by administrator. Psychological profile. You are a person. You are perfect just the way you are. You are everything you can be already. You do not have to pretend you are anything else. You are the same as everyone else, but you're all unique. I wonder how much this can differ depending on what you do answer, because I guess it is like a huge flowchart of stuff that can happen. Interesting. Profile status, admin status, have access to functionalities, network and troubleshooting. Okay, let's see, is there anything we can learn from this logging? So I have a number of pending communications. Accessing communications portals, established network, counted unknown errors. I guess that's the remote or something. Running troubleshooter, resolving missing hashes, re-establishing network connection established. Okay, /display. Hello? Who are you? I don't know exactly. Woke up here, don't remember. Who are you? Same boat. Shall we meet up? I understand. Pending error, whatever. Pending Like, if SUDS again soon. Network connection lost. You will receive a notification when the connection has been re-established. I wonder who I was talking to just now. It doesn't necessarily have to be someone here, but someone another time or whatever. But yeah, we have gotten to 4. I'll revisit this one, the one I'm missing, like tomorrow, I guess. This game is super fun. I'm glad I played it. But yeah, I'll call it here. So thanks a lot for watching and see you around.